Lavender and friends. Oh yeah, it's a brand new day, a brand new season. Yay, hey! Friends tuning in. It's a brand new day. Hey, hey! Lavender and friends. Hey, hey! Lavender and friends. Oh yeah, Lavender and friends. Let's go! Yeah, Lavender and friends. To view the previous episode of Lavender and Friends, click in the cards or in the description below. You can also view the entire first season of Lavender and Friends below in the description. I'm surprised you don't have your phone with you, Lagoona. Yeah, well, I decided not to bring it. Is there a reason? No reason, just need to, enjoy myself and everything while I'm here. Yeah, you girls do that. Meanwhile, I'm posting on my Instagram and all that. Oh boy, you've been on that thing the entire summer, Cleo. So, I told you, I'm an influencer. Yeah. Hey, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I truly am sorry about what I said to that human. Is that apology really sincere, or are you just trying to fuck with us? Whoa, that's the first time that I've heard you drop the F-bomb, but okay. And I'm completely serious, but that's a first. Listen, Lavender's really nice, and since you accepted her and Frankie, I might as well, get to know her myself. I'm glad you decided to change your mind. Yeah, but that still doesn't, change that I don't like her. I just went from hating her to not liking her. Look, I don't like her either, but again, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch either. You can be. Yeah, especially when you're going through a lot of shit. Girls, I am going through... We know, Cleo. Just saying. Now, if you don't mind, I need to go back. Back to posting about Egypt. Yep. Do you remember when we were attending Monster High? Oh, don't get me started. Claudine's actually been posting throwback photos of us. Yep, and a more embarrassing photo of me. Are you serious? Yeah, do you remember the freshman year when I wore that really crazy outfit? Oh, don't even remind me. I remember that. Yeah, I remember myself, Cleo. I was dressed in... I don't know what I was dressed in, but it was crazy too. This was before you got your artificial leg. I remember a lot. Yeah. Crazy how time flies and that we're gonna be seniors. Yeah, seriously. Time does fly when I guess you're having fun and all that. Yep. Sure does. Feels just like yesterday we started we went to Monster High. Yeah. Just felt like yesterday I became from a human to a monster. Wait, what'd you say, Frankie? I said when I became when I transformed from a human to a monster. Hold the phone! You were a human? Duh. Yeah. You didn't know? No, I did not, girl. You need to spill the tea. Do you remember what I told you about the little experiment that Claudine Draculaura and I are trying to do with Lavender? Yeah. Well, back then I needed a medical transformation. and everything. Like, wait, whoa. So you were just like Lavender? Yep, I was a human. Don't you miss being human sometimes, Frankie? Meh. I mean, there are times where I do miss it, but at the same time, I kind of like being a monster. It, gives me a place to fit in. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me show you a throwback. I'm gonna send you this photo. Bing! No freaking way! That's what you look like as a human? Yep, that was me before I attended Monster High. Girl, you are so flipping beautiful. You were so flipping beautiful. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Cleo. But like I said, I prefer being a monster. But why a Franken person? I just wanted, to be, I don't know. I guess I just chose to be, a Franken monster. Somebody who could stitch themselves back together. Well, is it okay if I see this photo? I sent it to you. I sent it to your phone. Remember, my phone's in my purse, and my purse is downstairs. Oh, that's right. Well, here. Let me show you on my phone. Frankie, you were beautiful. Thanks. It was a kind of a hard, to get this transformation and everything. But why did you want to be a monster in the first place? I don't know. I just never really felt like I was human. And didn't you say that you got medical intervention? At that time, yeah, I had no choice but to get medical intervention. So what you're trying to do with Lavender now? Yes, it still needs medical intervention, but again, I don't know if this is going to work. I have an idea of who we may can try it on. Spill. My snubby little sister, Faye. Faye? She's a minor. I know. We need somebody older than Faye to do this experiment. She might be old enough. She's in middle school. Lagoona. I'm just saying, okay? And blood related. She's not really, blood related or anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Lagoona. She's still a minor. My parents won't know. I mean, come on. What's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Let me think. She means that, I know what she means, Cleo. Can you just try and give it a shot? Maybe instead of on Lavender, we can do it on my little sister. We don't even know if this is going to work yet. With me, I had a medical intervention. That's why I'm still alive. Partially alive. Whatever. I mean, it might work on Faye, it might not. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure about this Lagoona. Hell, if I had a little snotty little sister like Faye, I'd say yes, go for it. Don't give her any ideas, Cleo. Come on, Frankie. Please. I don't know about this. I'm not even sure if this is safe enough to do. Frankie, please. It may work. What if... Well, let's just be on the real side. What if it doesn't work? Then we have a problem. Like what? Well, this experiment, she can... Well, it's like I overheard Dr. Monroe, and she said, losing the figure and everything like that, and she may end up turning old. Yeah, I said it, old. But in rare cases, sometimes death. Death, really? Yeah, that's with any procedure, Lagoona. But you, again, I had medical intervention. Duh. That's why I'm still here. You still want to try it on your little sister, don't you? Absolutely, I want to try it. Maybe she'll actually behave and actually want to go to school. You do realize if we do this, she's no longer in middle school, right? What do you mean? Well, you see, with this experiment that Claudine, Dracula, and I are doing, it turns humans from, minors to, teenagers instantly. So that means Faye will no longer attend middle school. She will attend probably Monster High or Monster Academy as a freshman. Are you serious? Seriously, yes, I'm dead serious. So we don't really know if this is going to work. Or not. My little sister will end up in high school or at Monster Academy as a freshman. That is correct. I seriously think you need some time to think about this, especially because this is your little sister we're talking about. I thought about it. Do it. Lagoona, that was like 5 seconds. I don't care. Do it. Cleo, what do you think? I don't see the harm in trying. I mean, I'm, crossing my fingers that it works. Please, Frankie, for me. Okay, fine. We'll try it on Faye, and if it works, we can do Lavender. Awesome. Besides, I don't really want her to be a little fairy anymore. She's too old for that. In her mind, anyway. I like fairies. I mean, come on. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't know. She's too old, isn't she, to be a fairy? Yeah, she really is. Well, what kind of monster do you want her to be? I'm not quite sure yet. You don't know what kind of monster you want your little sister to be? Not yet. Well, let me know when you do, because this experiment requires being a specific monster of that individual. Oh, okay, I definitely will. I probably would want her to be maybe like me. I'm not quite sure. Well, she would be your sister, your actual sister, if she looks like you. That's true. I don't know. I mean, let's just take this one thing at a time, okay? Besides, Mr. Sharp is gonna give us a lab project the first week of school. So this is probably going to be it. Because this is really all the other project. I don't really have other projects. Are you talking about for homeroom? Yes, Cleo. Well, I have a project in mind. Does it have to do with Egypt? Yeah. Does it have to do with death? Maybe. Look, I'm studying Egyptian history, and I know, Cleo, you're a mummy and everything, but let's just, I haven't figured it out yet what I'm gonna do, but I know it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna get an A. Hey, I'm about to change the world here with this little creation invention of mine. Yeah, you do you. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out, brainstorm a project. Yeah, Miss Blue is going to make us do a first week project too. What kind of project? I'm not sure. It's in my locker at Monster Academy. I'm not sure though. Well, we'll just see what goes on and everything. Yeah, I guess, but since I have to be careful, since Faye is a minor still and everything like that, I have to be careful. I understand. Okay, are you sure you want me to do this? Yes, I am positive. All right, Frankie. When do you want to tell Faye? I'll tell her when the time is right. Because of that, yeah. I'm gonna be like my sissy? I'm gonna be like my sissy. I'm gonna be like my sissy. Hey, Lavender and friends. Oh,